Hey team, so this is Tuesday's workout, Tuesday the 7th of April. Standard warm-up, make sure you have a good warm-up, particularly if you're doing a weighted WOD, a lot of kettlebell swinging, so want to make sure your body's well prepared for that. So the weighted WOD is a kettlebell complex for time, and what it's going to look like is you're going to buy in with 40 V-ups, and then you're going to go through the kettlebell complex, which is, just remember the number 40, so it's 40 clean and press, so 20 on each arm, goblet squats, American swings, side bends, snatching, 20 on your right arm with an overhead lunge walk, 20 meters, and then a 20 snatches on your left arm, and then a 20 meter overhead lunge walk. So yeah, I'll demonstrate that in a moment. Once you've done all that, then you're going to buy out with 40 alternate V-ups. It should be quite a challenging workout, quite technical with the kettlebell. If you're not feeling up for that and you want to do the body weight WOD, kind of classic CrossFit body weight workout, 7-minute burpee challenge. So count your reps. My best is 103 chest to ground burpees in 7 minutes, so that's the reps to beat. And yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the body weight WOD first, and then we can go into the weighted WOD, just because the kettlebells are more technical, it's going to take more time. Body weight WOD, demonstrations for the burpee. Make sure you can see me. Alright, so the prescribed version, you're going to jump down, chest to ground, jump back up, full extension, arms locked up the sky. Looks like so. Okay, so as many of those as you can in 7 minutes. Scaling version, hands come down, you step out, step out, step up, step up, and then stand or jump, depending what you feel comfortable with. Or you can just change it up depending on how your body's feeling and your mobility. So maybe you want to step out, jump back. Maybe you're okay with jumping out and then stepping up. You know, whatever your body is comfortable with. Just make a note of it when you're putting in a box mate as to what you're doing, so that when you come back to it one day, you can either improve on that movement standard, do something more difficult, or you can do the same one and just hopefully test and see that you're getting better. Okay, so moving on to the weighted WOD, kettlebell complex. So V-up, I'll just demonstrate that quickly. So prescribed V-up, feet off the ground, touch behind you, touch, touch, touch. If you want to make that easier, just lie flat on the ground, touch, touch, yeah. Scaling version, just come up, touch your knees, come up, touch your shins, whatever you're feeling comfortable with. Alright, but it's 40 of those, so break them up into 10s or 2 sets of 20, yeah, do what feels right. Okay, the kettlebell clean and press. So guys, element of self-discovery here, and you working out on your own, but I'll post a few more technical videos, just so you can get different kind of perspectives. Best way to warm up for this before you do the WOD is just obviously you're gonna grab it on the horn and you're gonna bring it into your business. Make sure there's no big gaps over here. You want that right into your thigh. The bigger the gap, well, you're just not doing it right. So looks like so. So grab the horn, thumb facing in, and I'm just going to do just a few of these, whatever kettlebell weight you're using, just to warm my shoulder, my grip. Put it down, change over, just like 6 or 10 reps. Get used to the swing. Alright, so when we clean it, again you want to grip it on that horn. And the way you want it to finish, guys, you want that 3 points of contact. So 1, 2, and then it's going to contact on the rear. So I want you, when you're bringing it up, when you're cleaning it, picture you, or think about spearing the handle. So it'll look like so. So bring it in, and I spear it. Spear it. From the front, it looks like so. So that finished position, guys, my elbows in my hip, shoulder down, so that's engaging my lat, so nice and strong. So elbow pointing to my hip, lats engaged, and that's just sitting in the pocket there. If you can see that better, yeah. You'll see a lot of kettlebell coaches talking about a straight wrist, nice and flat. With the kettlebells that I have, I find that quite very painful, the back of my arm here, so you might have the same issue. So just try and make it as straight as you can. So it's almost straight there, and that's just ready for that press overhead. But do what feels comfortable. If it is a bit more comfortable with a more cocked wrist, then do that. The important bit is when you're pressing or when it's coming down, that wrist is nice and straight. Okay, so just something for you to work on, something to work out for yourself, and how that bell fits with your body. Okay. So again, I'm just going to demonstrate that clean and press, or the pressing motion now. Yeah, guys, when it's coming into your arm and you want to get into that pocket, it's that rotation. So I'm rotating my thumb, so my thumb's pointing towards me, and it's coming up, and it's sitting over there pointing towards me now, again. So in, as it's coming up, I'm rotating the bell around. So the bell's never coming up and over and banging me on the wrist. It's kind of coming around my hand all the time. So again, to show what that looks like. So there's that twist, that corkscrew motion rather than that up, over, bang, hurt my wrist. So just something to practice. Yeah, practice on both arms. If you find it's landing out here or a bit too far over, just correct it for a moment. Get it nice and tight against you. Remember, elbow pointing down to the hip, dropping my shoulder, just engaging my lats and my whole core. All right. I'll show you again. So that corkscrew motion. Okay. When you get ready to press it, try not to move out here. Try and press it from here. So you're gonna dip and drive. It's gonna be a push press. And when you come up, try not to have your thumbs pointing forward. So the thumbs want to be pointing backwards as much as possible. Mine are more flat. Again, that's just how my mobility and my arm works. But you don't want it obviously rotated up, pointing front. It's more dangerous, and you're just going to put pressure on the wrong areas. So look like so. So I've speared the kettlebell, and now I'm going to dip and drive. And my thumbs kind of pointing backwards behind me. Everything stacked up one upon the other. The kettlebell is out here. Should feel nice and natural. Wrist, elbow, shoulder joint, lat, muscles, hip, etc. When you come down to the next rep, bring it down to the pocket again. Thumb goes into the groin. Clean, press. Down to the pocket. Thumb into the groin. Clean, press. Dip drive. Okay. If you are not comfortable with that movement, you can always try the two-handed pull. Looks like so. So I'm just going to grip on the horn. If I want to clear it to this shoulder, this hand goes to the front. This comes around the back. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to swing it into me and up. And that's it for me. I'll spear the handle, and that's nice and comfortable. So again, if you want to bring it down, just grip both. Push it off you, swing, bring it back. From the side, bit of angle I suppose. So if I want to clean onto the shoulder, grip it on the horn, this comes to the rear, I'm going to swing it into there and up. And I'm going to press it. So if that corkscrew motion isn't working so well for you, or maybe I've given you a heavier kettlebell, you could use the 2-arm pulling it up to the shoulder version. Okay, so that's clean and press. So it's 20 on one arm, 20 on the other. You can mix it up, try and figure out what's going to be really efficient. If you want to change things over, so I'll do a clean press on this arm and I'll change over to this one. So thumb up and then thumb in. So what happened there, I swung it in, so I didn't have my thumb down. You can have your thumb down, but if you can bring it back, bring your thumb up, catch your thumb up, and then thumb down again. Let's demonstrate that again. Okay, thumb in, thumb up, change over, thumb in. Okay. Thumb up, change over, thumb up, change over, thumb in. Okay. Again, just something for you guys to work on. Yeah, any questions on the clean and press, or if you want to have a one-to-one Zoom call, we can work on that together. A bit more technical, I know. Yeah, I find it easier doing things one-to-one with you guys. So doing it over YouTube like this, I hope I haven't missed anything. Like I said, if you're not quite sure it's not working, give me a call. We can do a quick one-to-one Zoom, and we can just fix whatever isn't working. All right. Okay. The next one's goblet squats. There's two ways you can do this. The first one, you can literally just pick it up on the horns here, or grip it there. Excuse me. So grip it on the actual horns, and you're going to just pull up and then grip it, like so. So you can see I've actually gripped it on the horns there. So it comes down again. I'm just gripping it on the actual handle, and then I hold it on the horns. Pull it to my chest. I'm ready for some squats. Okay. The other version is having it further away from you. This is the version I prefer. My thumbs are out onto the horn. So thumbs onto the horn. I'm going to bring it into my groin and swing it up so that the base is sitting on my chest. Then if I want to get really comfortable, so spinning the handle, and now I'm good to go. I can do a lot of reps now. I can really bring my elbows in, engage my lats, and this kettlebell is nice and stable, it's not going anywhere. So if I was feeling strong and I want to bang out 40, this is how I would do it, compared to that version where there's more kind of pressure on your biceps and your arms and your forearms. Particularly with this workout, you want to save your forearms, so I'd have it leaning against my chest, but your call. Okay, American swings. Up over your head, nice and close to you. Up over your head, keep it nice and close to you. If you're not comfortable with that, you can do the Russian, just up to your eye line. Okay, side bends. Just you're going to grip it in one hand out to the side. It's going to go as low as you can, so try and get your thumb to your knee and then back again. So that's just working your obliques. The great thing about kettlebells, it's got this cross stabilization, fatiguing element. So while I'm holding it here, this side of my body is trying to support that. Once I've cleaned it, this side of my body is trying to stabilize this. These abs are working hard. Shoulders depressed, my lats engaged. Kettlebells are great for that all-round core work and repetitions as well. You can get through, because it's quite a quick, powerful movement, you can get through 200 reps a lot faster than, say, you would with a barbell. All right, snatching. Again, guys, it's that corkscrew motion. So I'm going to swing it into my groin, and then I'm going to bring it up, and then I'm gonna corkscrew that, and then as it's coming up over my head, I'm gonna spear the kettlebell, forcing my shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hand through the kettlebell, making sure as much as I can that the kettlebell is coming around my hand and not up, over, and banging my wrist. Looks like so. Okay, we're going to change over, thumb up. So thumb in, corkscrewing, thumb in, corkscrewing. So with that snatch, guys, while it's in my hand, obviously it's coming into my groin area and I'm twisting it around as it's coming up. It's coming around my hand as much as I can, spearing up into the sky, and then it shouldn't come and bang me on the wrist and really hurt me. So something you're going to have to work on yourselves. Just do several until you're getting it right. If it's coming up over and banging, you're doing it wrong. What you need to be doing is focusing on bringing that thumb into your groin, and then as it's coming up, you're twisting it around. So the bell's coming up and around, and then you're pushing into the air. It should move around nicely rather than up, over, and bang. So it should just move around your hand a bit more gently. Yeah, if it's not hurting you, you're doing it right. If it's hurting you, you're doing it wrong. Again, give me a call and we can do a technique session with the kettlebells. Okay, so the overhead lunge. I've got a bit of a guard in here, a bit of a track, so it's a good 5 meters out. So I'll just walk 5 meters, turn around, 5 meters back, turn around, 5 meters, and I'll just keep going. Okay, so 20 meters. I'll probably break every 5 to 10 meters. Get it back up again and then go again. Alright, so just working that stabilization. I'll demonstrate that now. If you don't have a track or a garden, we can just do it static, and I'll demonstrate that now. Alright. So as I'm doing it, guys, I'm pushing that kettlebell into the air, shoulders going up with elbow, wrist. So if you're doing a static, it's going to be 20. Yeah, total. 20 total. Okay, I want to change over. Thumb comes up. Excuse me, thumb comes up and in. Okay, and then finishing up with 40 alternative V-sits or V-ups. Looks like so. So I'm relaxed on the ground, come up, touch my toe, and then change over, make sure I'm twisting each side. 40 of those total, and that's it, done. So workouts for time. A bit more of a technical side, guys. I thought we'd give it a go. Kettlebells are great. I'd like us to get into the improve our skills with this, so that hopefully when all of this is over, we can do some really good workouts in the park with these kettlebells. So yeah, once again, if you're struggling with any of the technique stuff, let's have a one-to-one and we can sort that out, or maybe a group of us can get on and I'll just help you work through that. The key ones are there's 2 points of contact. So point of contact up here, kettlebell come down to this fleshy part here. So it looks like so. All right. Then when it's in that position, try and keep that wrist nice and straight, depending how that kettlebell sits with you in the pocket. Don't have your elbow away, nice and close, elbow pointing down. And yeah, when you're moving, something I did forget, try and keep that elbow lock as much as you can locked into your side. So your elbow's not sort of coming too far away, staying nice and close. Okay, and when it's up overhead, try and make sure your thumb's pointing back relatively. Don't twist it all the way around, but it's pointing back rather than pointing to the front. And yeah, I think those are the key points. Nice, powerful, accelerating momentum with your hips, Use your hips, your quads, and your glutes as much as you can just to move that kettlebell around. I'm just there to guide things. Okay, yeah, have a go. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll speak to you soon.